I had a residential home cleaning business, and just one of the things that comes up frequently is based just from your viewpoint as an insurance professional, would you typically recommend that it's insurance-wise better to have company cars or better to have the employees drive their cars and then reimburse them? And then can you talk a little bit about why that is or isn't?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the things I was going to talk about was the rising cost of auto insurance. And in commercial lines, we used to see vehicles at around $2,000 a clip. And we could pretty much tell everybody, $1,800, $1,000 is what you're going to pay for commercial insurance. That's no longer the case. Many of these insurance companies, they do their rating, and their rating, their whole structure has changed. Some policies are allowing permissive use, which means anybody that you give permission to drive a company car is covered. But other companies, ones I don't work with, you have to either be on a driver's schedule or there's no coverage at all. We're seeing claims denied right now because people don't get listed on policies. I would say for people right now, commercial vehicles are very expensive. If you've got personal vehicles that are on a commercial policy, get them off of there. If they're in your personal names, put them on a personal insurance policy. Write those policies as going to and from work if you're using them, or driving through the day, especially if you're a business owner. I can't stress that enough. Your employees, they're responsible for their own cars. You should be carrying a coverage called hired and non-owned auto liability on your policies. And the coverage is not super expensive. It's fairly inexpensive. Matter of fact, I won't write a policy typically for general liability unless I include it. So basically what it is all of your employees are required to carry their own insurance on own cars. If they're involved in an accident and found to be at fault, their insurance is primary. So if they don't have insurance, or let's say they don't have enough insurance, maybe they chose minimum state limits, you as a business owner can be responsible for them driving on your behalf. And it's critical that everybody knows this. I can't tell you, that is probably one of the number one questions that I get. People didn't understand that they were supposed to have that coverage. And we just don't have it, especially now in the economy that we're in. If you're choosing to pay your rent or pay your auto insurance, they're going to pay their rent. They need to pay the rent. So I tell people.
That's a great point too. How often would you recommend a business owner checking to make sure that their insurance and their background check and all of that is still okay?
So the background checks, we only say that you need to do a national background check when you hire them. If you're here to talk from other people, like from other employees that so-and-so might have had a DUI or something happened, you may want to check on that record at that time. As far as the checking to make sure they have insurance, I tell people to do that every 6 months. If you ever have to go to court and you have to be in front of a judge and a judge says you don't have a policy in place that makes sure that your business has these people insured, and you could say, no, I do. I check every 6 months. I make sure that I get this. The reality is somebody can show you proof today and it could be gone tomorrow.
Right.
So you might need coverage.